Okay. Oh, oh shit. Ah, I'm such a basketball noob until now. Yes, I've been playing basketball since I was 8, but yet I'm still so bad at it. Anyways, I believe many here like basketball too, right? If I'm not wrong, I'm also pretty sure that you are all inspired by something that makes you love basketball so badly. Some may say the comic Slam Dunk is just so amazing that the second I started reading the book, I fell in love with basketball. However, for me, I started to be fond of basketball since the day my dad brought me into a basketball stadium. It was a place where all men sweat happily with happiness. And you can feel the enthusiasm burning in everyone once you step into the arena for basketball players. I love it. The feeling when you're looking at someone sprinting across the court is just so satisfying. I picked up a ball around the court, and that's when someone yelled at me and said, "Hey kid, why are you playing with my basketball? Do you have any idea how expensive that is?" To be honest, I was really panicked at that moment. And plus, I was only 7, young and innocent, and with no experience with strangers screaming at me like this so loudly. So, without any shame, I cried. That man seemed kind of panicked too when I started crying. So, nervously, he just sat down next to me and pat me on the back, tried his best to calm me down. I sniffed for a while and stopped crying. Then the fierce looking man just picked up his own basketball and started to play with it. I was very surprised when I looked at how well that man can play. So I asked him, "Coco, are you the best basketball player ever exist?" I know it sounds stupid, but come on, never laugh at a child's simplicity. Anyways, that man just sit back again and smirked, saying, "Kobe Bryant is way better than me." I looked at him with curiosity and interest. However, he just walked away and left me alone on the bench and continued with his game, or I should say, his everything in life. So eventually, I went back home with my dad, but my heart was still pounding, longing to reach home earlier so I can find out more about Kobe Bryant. Man, he is the best basketball player I have ever seen in my life. You could feel the flames surrounding him as he is the king. He is the one who dominated the entire competition. I can sense his burning spirit, and I can't stop admiring him when I look into his bright, shining eyes because it was just warm, so fascinating, and holy. He was the God who so much of himself into his destiny just to prove to the world that he's the best player ever, undefeatable and legendary. My heart, my world, my everything has changed since I touched basketball. Unexpectedly, my life was twisted again when I woke up in one fine morning. I still remember clearly that it was an ordinary Chinese New Year, which is supposed to be a happy day. But the instant my dad came to me and said Kobe Bryant and his daughter died in an air crash, my mind imploded. It is the worst day I've ever been through in my life. Depressing, but I still have to smile to every happy relative I met during the Chinese New Year. I received the ang paos with no excitement. I ate my favorite dishes without any passion. My world was collapsing without anyone knowing. It took me quite an effort to recover from the loss of Kobe Bryant. I realized no one can escape death. Yet, even knowing the fact that all of us here eventually have an end makes our life more wonderful. Just imagine if you're immortal and the undying you have achieved all your dreams and got filthy rich already. Will you only then realize there's nothing in the world worthy for you to go after anymore? Wouldn't it be pathetic when you finally burns out your spirit, burns out all your energy, and you find yourself living in just a void for you instead of a world which is filled with hope and miracles for everyone else? I mean, since you're in possession of everything already, what's the point of living longer then? To be honest, why even live when you are living without your soul with no desire anymore? That's why burning candles are always so enchanting, because it's just the way we live. We used up our time, we used up our energy and our spirit to shine, to light up our own world, and at the same time illuminate the other path too. Although we are knowing the fact that we are all hour and hour closer to death, doesn't this make every second matter? Therefore, start loving ourselves, because only then will the others begin to love you. Since you only live once, so why not make your life more lovely? I really agree with what Albus Dumbledore has said in the story Harry Potter. The headmaster of Hogwarts told Harry Potter not to pity the dead, instead pity the living, especially those who live without love. Luckily, I still have my friends with me. I still have my family along my side. I have a flaming dream inside my heart. But most importantly, I love myself. I still have the truest self with me. Any one of you here can say that I'm useless, maybe I'm retarded, or maybe I'm stupid. But then I will only be defeated if I tell myself so. Trust me, I will never let myself down, because I will always remember the everlasting fire in Kobe Bryant's eyes that will keep me burning like a candle, regretlessly. Because you, me, and every one of you here only live once. Thank you.